Hey guys, so we've been talking about and doing a lot of work in classes and whatnot for core stuff. Of course, we always do core stuff. I'm the queen of core and pelvic floor stuff as always, but we've been able to have a little bit more time on Friday's class. We have a little bit more time after class to really dive in and dig deep and have me there to adjust you guys so that you can truly actually feel your core and your pelvic floor engagement. So we've been talking about low belly. We were talking about particularly today. So who doesn't want to work, such as women, but who doesn't want to work on their low belly and their low core strength and their pelvic floor? Everybody. So we're working on it today. So I just want to show you a quick exercise. So this applies to anyone, but especially if you have a lower ab separation or you have any concerns about the lower portion. So I'm gonna get down on the floor with my legs up, supported on this box. You can use a chair, a sofa, anything at home that you can elevate your knee. You're gonna wanna find something that will allow you, when you're down there, to be at a 90 degree position. I will show you. So I'm gonna get down, my butt is gonna be right up against this, like so. Won't work on the wall. So again, a chair, something to help create as much of a 90 degree angle there as possible. So laying down, I'm gonna have my fingers, either one or both, pressing. I'm gonna find my pubic bone, and then I'm gonna find my belly button, and I'm gonna press in between there, but really right above my pubic bone where my low, very low abdomen would be. So here I'm going to exhale. So after we exhale, I should feel a slight engagement, a natural engagement that happens with my abdominal, especially my low belly. I'm gonna add that knee drive. Now I'm gonna add pressure, pushing my palm into my leg. And even if you do not breathe, you will feel that engagement happen automatically. But we're going to further, because we really wanna sync our breath with our movement and our breath with our contraction. So I'm going to exhale and push that opposite hand into my knee to create that tension. Again, feeling that feedback. So give that exercise a try. As far as reps, how many reps to do? I don't know, 8 to 15 per side. So everyone always gets annoyed when they ask me how many reps they should do for their core pelvic floor work or their glute work. And honestly, the answer is it does depend. And there's a range from anywhere from 8 to 20 reps. So I like to tell people to start, if you absolutely need a rep range to start with, on those, let's say collect 15 to 20 of them, not each side, but total, and then you can go from there. But I'm a huge fan of concentrating on more of your connection and feeling into your body and being intentional with how you're moving than how many you're doing. Now, if you're doing opposite sides, you might want to keep track so you don't end up doing 8 on one side and only 6 on the other. So you do want to try to be even. So again, pick a number if you want to, but mainly it's the intention and not doing too much. And yes, there absolutely is such a thing as doing too much with our core and pelvic floor. Not only are they just like any other muscle in the body and shouldn't be overworked, but that area is very sensitive for us women. Doesn't mean we're weak, doesn't mean we're like, oh gosh, we're can't do things. We're super strong, but we just have to be mindful of that area and not overdo it and not have too much tension. There's such a thing as overcooking and over tensing that area. So how to know truly if your core or your pelvic floor is too weak or too strong, you truly wouldn't know that answer unless you went and sought out a pelvic floor physical therapist and they did a manual exam. But there are ways that, like, without doing that, I highly recommend it, but without doing that, you can start to listen to your body and gauge that tension. If you're not feeling anything at all, you might need to do a little bit more. If you're feeling cramping or tension or like, ooh, like muscle spasm, you're doing too much. You need to back off. You need to do some stretches and relaxation and start to learn just how to balance when to create tension, how much tension, and when to relax. One of the things I love to do when I do this work for myself and for clients is to do an exercise, feel that engagement, do enough that it matters and that it works, and then rest, but not just rest, do an active stretch that would help open and lengthen and relax the pelvic floor so that we can find a nice balance between getting strength and then having it lengthened so it shortens, and then we need it to lengthen and relax. So finding that balance can be tricky, but it's absolutely doable if you're willing to listen to your body. And if you're like, gosh, I just can't, that's where experts like myself come in and you can work with me to work on that to get better. So that's all I gotta say. Try that exercise out. If you have any questions, let me know. I'd love to help you.